going on, Jerome's? It's a beautiful Monday, and it's mock draft season, but we're starting to get tennis elbow from doing so many Vikings mock drafts. So let's dive on in and talk about the team that has the numero uno pick in the draft. That is the crooked Chicago Bears, thanks to their trade with the Carolina Panthers last year, who came up and drafted a 5'2" guy. But the Bears are in an interesting spot because do they trade the number one overall pick and let someone else take Caleb Williams? Do they stick and pick and roll with Williams? Do they finally free Justin Fields? I'm a big Justin Fields believer, man. And frankly, I feel like the Bears haven't done right by Justin Fields. It sort of is what it is. But the whole thing about Ryan Poles and the Bears taking back the North and never giving it back, okay. Now, I fully expect the Bears to screw this up, so they should do the opposite of everything that we do in this mock draft because, Mama, I can change them. Mama, I can fix the Bears. All right, so look at the Bears roster right now. I mean, the Bears, I don't feel like the Bears are that far away. Now, they should have fired Eberflus. They should have gone all in after Jim Harbaugh, which Jim Harbaugh is the coach of Michigan. It's such a stupid excuse because you're just going to fire Eberflus after next season. So stupid, man. But, DJ Moore still has some good football left in him, although it is really concerning that DJ Moore basically said, I don't train and have a terrible diet. Now, I mean, you could do that when you're young, but what about when the body starts breaking down? Like, will DJ Moore be the same guy now when he's 30? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, offensive line is definitely where they need some suturing up. Darnell Wright, last year's first-round pick out of Tennessee. Tennessee's a stud. Nate Davis, the free agent, was okay in spots. Tevin Jenkins looks like he's found a home at left guard. Braxton Jones. All right, so second-year Braxton Jones, like, he's looked good in spots, but he's looked terrible in spots too. And I certainly think that you can improve it. Larry Borom out of Mizzou was fine for a hot second too. Lucas Patrick, who came down from the Packers, I think we can improve there as well. Tight ends, I mean, Mercedes Lewis ain't playing again, is he? No. Robert Tonyan, Sycamores, Indiana State. Larry Bird, he gone. Cole Kmet, Golden Domer, of course, plays very well in the city of Chicago. Fields is a question mark. Bagent, showed some flashes, but could you develop him to a high-end backup? Sure. Defensively, so they traded that second rounder for Sweat, extended him to the hilt. Defensive interior, they have Billings at the nose. Pickens and Gervin Dexter are two interiors that I liked a lot, which they took day 2 last year. So respect there. Yannick ain't coming back. So they could use a little bit of love on the edge. TJ Edwards is probably their value free agent signing because Trey Edmonds was fine, but TJ Edwards is a stud, man. Respect there. Then who knows what's going to happen with Jalen? Let's say in our experiment they lose Jalen Johnson. So cornerback would be a need for them. Jalen signs a 5-year mega deal with the Vikings. Let's go. Defensively, I mean, Brisker is solid. I think Eddie Jackson is starting to age out a little bit. He's not the player that he once was. Tyreek Stevenson is an absolute stud. I loved him. It's the U being the U. And then Kyler Gordon, respect. Kyler Gordon, when him and McDuffie were at Washington, is the hell of a combo, man. So, the Bears have some decent talent. Right, so let's build upon that. Actually, maybe we shouldn't because screw him. Again, Ryan Poles, do not watch this. So the crooked Chicago Bears on 1-7. I want to go fast. Let's go. So I know that Bears fans are holding out. It's like, hey, well, let's trade Justin Fields for a 1. I don't think you're going to get a first-round pick. So let's do a little business here. Justin Fields to Hotlanta for 43. We'll make that happen. Can we get? All right, we'll take a 4th rounder too. I think that's a little bit more palatable than a team giving up a first-round pick. So let's see what we got here. So now we got 1-9. We're back in the second round with the Falcons. We have 3rd at 75, 2 fourths, actually 3 fourths, excuse me, and that looks like a 5th. All right, so there we go. Let's start the draft. Why not? So since we traded Justin Fields, you know why we're here. Marvin Harrison Jr. No, actually, no. All right, so Caleb Williams. Talisman, and hopefully he can pan out on that monumental potential and go from there. So now the Vikings are sitting, the Bears are sitting at 9. Caleb Williams, Drake May, Harrison, Neighbors, Brock Bowers, Alt, Adunes. Ooh, Jaden Daniels falls all the way to the Falcons. Why would the Falcons take a quarterback since we just traded them Justin Fields? Doesn't matter. Simulators, whatever. But sitting at 9, I mean, the Bears have an interesting spot. So Cooper DeJean would be a great one-for-one replacement for Jalen Johnson on the edge. Plus, he would probably be their best punt returner that they've had since Hester. That's saying a lot. Fashanu makes sense. Drazon Newton, keeping him in state, just bring him up from Champaign. A little Geno Atkins on the inside. Nate Wiggins, I think, could help on the outside as well. Dallas Turner or Jared Verse opposite of Sweat would be pretty damn sexy, man. Terry Arnold in that mix too. See, no trade offers. So, there's a lot of options here. But even though Braxton Jones has been aight. Now that you got Caleb Williams, first you buy the halves, then you buy the insurance. I gotta go with Olu Fashanu coming out of Penn State. Plop him in at left tackle and don't move him for the next 12 years. He's going to be your franchise guy. And now you got two nice bookend tackles with Fashanu and Wright protecting Caleb Williams, your investment there. So a second rounder, number 43 overall. Let's see, what are our needs? So let's actually write these down. So wide receiver, yes. Cornerback, yes. Edge, yes. I think they're relatively okay elsewhere. Nah. All right, so now let's take a look. It's in the book, Reading Rainbow. So Jermaine Burton is there. Graham Barton. Ooh, Xavier Leggett. Contested catch master. Chopper Robinson. Ooh, spicy. Kind of like that one. All right, so right now it's Chop Robinson. We're just going Penn State on this motherfather. All right. Let's look what is going to be available at corner. All right, so Kalen King did not have himself a great week. Jaron Jones. KAD is there. Kyrie Jackson, I like a lot. All right. So we should be okay. We got a couple trade offers. Let's see. Saints will come up. Gouge your eyes out, bro. All right, so move down 2 spots and then give us 2 more mid-round picks. Okay. Resume and enhance. So they came up for Barton. So it doesn't really change our board. I really like Leggett. I really do. It's a Burton Polk. We could reunite Caleb with Brendan Rice. There we go. Roman Wilson is the guy that had him. Johnny Wilson. Should we just get the Wilsons? We could. But in this spot, no, I'm going to take Chop Robinson. Let's go. All right, so now you got Chop Robinson opposite of Montez Sweat. I think that's pretty damn sexy. Yeah. All right, so now, Jalen McMillan is on the board. Roman Wilson is there. Trey Benson. Yeah, Johnny Wilson. All right, so I'm going to take Roman Wilson in the spot. I think he's going to be a really nice compliment to DJ Moore, and also pending what happens with Darnell Mooney as a free agent. But overall, feeling pretty damn good about how things are going right now. Let's see here. Steamy is there. Ray Davis. Michael Hall Jr. All right, so Hall Jr. could play a little bit inside and a little bit outside as well. Bo Limmer. Ooh. Now, like I said, Lucas what happened? Oh, like I said, Lucas Patrick has been aight, but I do think that Bo Limmer would, at minimum, really fill in nicely for some offensive line depth because Feeney is probably leaving a free agency. Whitehair is starting to age out, and he's not even starting anymore. So, I mean, Bo Limmer in this spot, could you see him being the starting center eventually? Yes. Yes, I do. So, going in there. Now, we haven't addressed cornerback yet, but let's see what's out there chilling. So Kyrie Jackson, Max Melton, that would be a nice one too. Cam Hart is a guy that I love a lot. And that's really about it. Like, do we just take our guys? Yeah. All right. So Kyrie Jackson, welcome on in. You were a crooked Chicago Bear, and then we are going to follow it up with Melton. So that they can, the Melton Bros can just square off twice a year. There you go. That will fuel the rivalry. All right, so now we got 3 picks left. This is off screen, but 136, 146, and 152. Ooh, look what you made me do. Do we just double down on quarterback? Because why the hell not? J.D. Bertrand. I mean, we have to pay some homage to Notre Dame, right? Yeah, I think that does make sense. Ooh, Stackhouse is there, though. Yeah. All right, let's do that. So, adding Bertrand, A little bit of a machine. Contribute on special teams right away. 2 picks left, 146. I mean, Jordan Travis is just there, like, winking at us. So, yeah, let's go that route. So 146 is good to go. And then last pick. Let's get Komet some depth. Let's check out tight end. Ben Sinnott from Jaheim Bell definitely had himself a really good Senior Bowl week. Let's go with him. All right, so we just, hey, take every Penn State and every Florida State guy that you can. That was our plan. But overall, I mean, I would hate, I would be disgusted if this was the draft for the Bears, as we're watching picks bleed off. And the thing about it is, like, the NFC North is all rising. I mean, the Vikings, there's some questions about what's going to happen at quarterback, but those are going to be answered very shortly. The Lions are good. The Packers look like they got things together. And the Bears, I mean, the Bears aren't that far away, which is something I hate to say. And the Bears should have beat the Lions twice, by the way. But, you know, they gave away that game in Detroit where, was it you were up by 12 with like 3 minutes to go and you lost by 5? Oh, man. Wish this website would speed up. First world problems. There we go. So now the crooked Chicago Bears. I would very much hate if this is the route that they went. So Caleb Williams is in the building. They traded Justin Fields to the Falcons for a second and a fourth. Olufashanu is your new starting left tackle, in for Braxton Jones. Chop Robinson on the edge opposite Montez Sweat. Roman Wilson in that wide receiver mix with DJ Moore and company. Velus Jones is 35 years old. Did you know that? Doesn't matter. Bo Limmer is going to come in. At minimum, is going to be interior offensive line depth. I think he could win the starting center job outright. And then some cornerback depth. It would have been nice to address that a little bit earlier, but it is what it is. As they did lose in our scenario, Jalen Johnson to the Vikings. Woo! So Kyrie Jackson, Max Melton, going to help in depth in that spot. Then J.D. Bertrand going to back up Edwards and Edmonds. And then also you got Jordan Travis, because why the hell not? So now your quarterback room is Caleb Williams, Jordan Travis, and the kid from Shepherd. Yeah, Tyson Badgett. There you go. And then also Jaheim Bell. How do we get F? How do we get F from that, man? But Jaheim Bell, I think, slides in very nicely as a tight end, too, behind Cole Kmet. So, that is it. I mean, getting rid of Justin Fields. It's Caleb Williams season in the Windy City, and we'll see if and when they screw him up. So there you go. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. A Vikings fan does up a 7-round Crooked Chicago Bears 7-round mock draft. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.